All right. So, as per our usual, every 6 months or so, we take a break from Aoethera so that the campaign doesn't get stagnant, and we try something else for a little while. Our good friend and player, Corbin, who plays Alaris in Aoethera, has been working hard on his own homebrew. So, he is going to be DMing for the next couple of sessions, and he is going to lead us through his world. Corbin, take it away.
Thank you, Tim. So, welcome to the world of the Voltforge Reaches. The Voltforge Reaches is a steampunk universe. This universe is sprawling with cities of brass and iron, rise from the landscape cloaked in perpetual smog. Intricate clockwork machines hum tirelessly along vast railroads that crisscross the land, carrying both goods and secrets through a network of underground tunnels and towering bridges. These railroads, powered by the mysterious and volatile Voltforge energy, serve as the lifeblood of a society teetering on the edge of collapse. At the heart of this sprawling society lies oppressive government known as the Brass Accord, whose leaders have grown drunk with power and wealth, using a blend of ruthless bureaucracy and advanced automation and forces. Uh, they maintain a brutal stronghold over the populace. The elite thrive in the opulent towers connected by private railways, while the poor languish in the reaches, an endless labyrinth of slums, factories, and forgotten tunnels beneath the gleaming surface. With that, we start in this little area known as Leadlock. This is a prison where all of you were at one point sentenced to a crime. That crime you will all tell with your character introduction, starting over here and working our way across. So, Tim, please lead us away and introduce your character and why you were locked up in prison.
Okay. I am playing Versailles Jean von Fleur. I am a young elven gentleman, just about college age, so young 20s, and I was imprisoned for murder, though, well, the details of which I'm very, very hesitant and secretive about.
That's what everyone who's in prison says. It was murder.
Well, I didn't do it.
Or you didn't.
All right. Silas, please describe your character.
So and you probably heard of me, am Silas Verlin, and I grew up in the glittering streets of Valais, capital city of the Sapphire Coast, a place where nobles sip star wine while commoners polish the marble beneath their boots. I was born to a disgraced elven diplomat and a human seamstress, and I learned early on that charm and a little sleight of hand could open doors that gold cannot. By the time I was 25, a youthful adult by elven standards, I had already made a name for myself as the Thorn. A phantom thief whispered about in alleyways and court gossip. I was elegant, fearless, and utterly addicted to the thrill of taking what was forbidden. My greatest heist came not from greed, but from arrogance. Word spread of Governor Caldron's daughter, Lady Aoethera, a beauty cloistered away behind guards, roses, and duty. And I wagered with my fence not only that I would steal the lady's famed sapphire necklace, the Sea's Eye, but I'd steal her heart while I was doing it. Using a false identity and a stolen noble sigil, I seduced my way into the governor's masquerade ball. I danced with Aoethera under lantern-lit pavilions, whispered poetry by the garden fountain, and by midnight, the sapphires were gone, and so was I. But love as it turns out, wasn't part of the plan. Aoethera followed me to the city's edge and kissed me before I vanished into the night, unaware that her guards trailed behind. The next morning, I awoke in a velvet-draped cell beneath the governor's manor. No shackles, just a smirk from Aoethera at the bars. She said, "I stole what I shouldn't have, thief." And she wasn't talking about the necklace. Now, rotting in prison, my only companions, wrath and regret, I plot my next great escape, not just from these stone walls, but from the strings of a heart I never meant to steal.
All right. Eric, please introduce yourself.
Nice.
My name is Eric Richardson. I'm a human aged in my mid-20s. I've always led a secluded life. I don't socialize much. I don't really care that much for people. Instead, I spent all of my time in my shed, tinkering away with various things, trying to see what I can build. I was eventually arrested when I was experimenting with steam and pressure valves, and my boiler exploded and took out half of the block. Of course, being responsible for this, I was immediately arrested and thrown in the slammer, which is where I find myself now.
All right. And Doc.
I am Doc, a simple country doctor who his accountant ripped him off and didn't pay his taxes. I would always pay my taxes. I do not get why I've been in jail for 3 days for not paying my taxes.
And Edgar.
I'm playing Edgar Wolf, private investigator. I was landed in prison because I was actually framed and set up while chasing down a lead for a personal case. And in the confusion, Edgar was charged with trespassing, attempted robbery, resisting arrest, assault and battery, and yeah. And now he's in, trying to get out and get back to his case, because it was a very personal one that he was on.
That just sounds like a good
All
Saturday
right.
night.
That being said, let's hop into it. So, starting us off, you see yourself in the prison yard of Leadlock Prison, where you see the warden standing amongst his perch at the top of the wall, and 5 guards with accompanying him. The warden looks to you and go, "Hey, you lot, it's your lucky day. You've all served your sentence, and it's time for you to go. How you all landed on the same release date beats me, but I'd be happy to see your smug asses gone. What in your releasing packets, you get 100 gold each, and the guard will present it to you wholesomely. Also, all of you have a voucher to stay for 1 night at Betty's Inn in Gritsburg. Now get your asses out of here."
This is satisfactory, I suppose. But what of our memories?
No, you start anew. Part of your sentence was your memories were wiped, and to help prevent you from doing the crime again, you do not know how you came across it. You just knew what you did.
Very well. I will not look a horse in the mouth. I think this is the expression. So I bid you adieu.
Excuse me, Warden. Pardon. I don't mean to interrupt these operations of yours. You run a fine establishment here. I believe I may have had some personal property on me. I don't recall exactly, but is that going to be returned or?
Yes. Let me look at my logs. Pulls out a notebook, starts flipping through it, and goes, Yes, I see that you had some personal items. Well, too bad. They're mine."
I see. I believe some of my personal items might have been of great value. Perhaps 100 gold doesn't quite cover that. Not to cause a ruckus or anything. Like I said, fine man, fine establishment, had a blast. but I think perhaps 100 gold could be negotiated.
I do
No,
not know
no
this man.
negotiation.
I do not want to go back inside, so I do not know this man.
As part of your terms for the release, you get 100 gold each and the shirt on your backs and 1 voucher. Now, if there is anything else, please leave.
If there is anything else we should leave, I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
We'll see you at
Get your smug ass out of my prison now.
see you at my next fake trial there.
All right, thank you, Warden. I'll be seeing you hopefully never, maybe soon.
Is there anything else for the warden, or do you all utterly leave the prison?
Oh, I definitely take a few steps back. I'm like, I'm not turning my back to the warden, but I am backing towards the front gate. I want to go.
I'm going to protest and say that I want to stay because I can't survive out there.
Bullshit. There's been many prisoners. They survived just fine.
My friend, you are experiencing
If
this
you die,
Stockholm.
you rid the world.
But there's people out there, and I don't want to go. I'd rather stay here in my own little cell where I'm
bad.
safe.
You fulfilled your terms. Get your ass out.
My friend, you are experiencing the Stockholm syndrome, and I assure you it will pass. Come with me. We will go now.
Edgar's just gonna turn on his heel.
What's the Stockholm?
It's
I can't move him.
it's this syndrome I read about one time. I do not know why I remember this, but I guess it is a memory that was lost.
Hey, by the way, Corbin, we can't move our avatars.
I do
I'm
realize
going to
this.
slowly just make my way to the door.
I can.
Run away!
Yeah.
Yes.
He turns on his heel and he's gone.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any trees or anything around me?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check.
All right. Straight 10.
Straight 10.
Yeah.
You see some small shrubs, but no big ones.
All right. Any rocks or anything? No rocks, just little shrubs. Okay.
Just little shrubs.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any wildlife out here that I need to be concerned about, like rabbits or squirrels or something
Maybe
bigger?
first, with their big teeth, they tend to nibble on the toes.
Not my toes.
Oui, the
So you're
toes.
looking for small game on your way to Grid
Well, anything out here that looks at all threatening, considering I've been a recluse my whole life, everything scares the hell out of me.
Interesting. Gotcha.
I spent my whole life in a shed making things. I don't do people or outside.
Did they give us the gold in a pouch, perchance?
Yeah, so you each got a little pouch of gold. Everybody should have it on their character sheet as 100 gold pieces.
All right.
So as I am walking out of the prison, I probably need to do a perception roll because I'm actually, for reasons that may be revealed later, looking to see if there's any way to break back in.
Sure, give me a perception.
Take me with you.
Nope,
That
you
sucks.
do not see any way of breaking back in.
Probably trip
this
on my
is
way.
This is the strongest fortress you've ever seen.
And I'm gonna come up to your character, and hello, my name is Versailles Jean von Fleer, and you are?
Well, howdy there, Marble Mouse. My name is. What is my name?
What's on second?
My name is Silas.
Silas?
It's Silas, yes.
It's very nice to meet you. I see you seem very fascinated with the prison walls. What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm just a fan of architecture in general. But I'm surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps you've heard of the Thorn of Valelith. I'm fairly well known.
I cannot say that I have. Which region is this?
The best region. But don't worry about it. We'll talk about that later. You may not be as well traveled as I am. But tell me, Jean, tell me about yourself.
I I come from. I do not recall where I come from. Now that we speak of it, but I am glad to be a free man once again. And I'm gonna, since Silas mentioned architecture, I am going to roll perception as well, and just see if I notice anything. But I got a 4, so.
Sure. You also know that this is the strongest prison you've ever seen.
Oh, oui, these walls, this architecture, this is formidable.
So it seems, Frenchie, so it seems. Well, let's hope none of us ever have to see the inside of it again.
How strong do those chains look? Like, how big and strong are those chains holding that drawbridge down?
Give me a perception check.
12.
A 12. Do you have any advantages?
No advantages on that.
So they look like standard chains. They are very strong for a drawbridge. It will take quite a bit of force to break the chains.
Can I check to see if anybody's watching the chains?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. 19.
19. Yes, you see 2 guards in the watchtower watching you very intently observe the chains.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to try to steal them then.
Edgar's going to walk next to this beautiful burly man here. And as he walks by, he's just going to say, there's always a way to get your memories back from places like this if you know where to go.
What do you think we should go? They took my last name. They took my last name for not paying taxes.
He doesn't understand the accent.
Well, Silas is overhearing this, and he's going to cozy up next to him and be like, so tell me more about this. What sort of places do you go to get your memory back?
Or the kind of places that'll end you back here if you're caught.
Sounds like my kind of place. Let's go.
And,
When can we leave?
What?
All I know is I want to find my accountant and strangle him.
What?
All
What if we did not want to go to these kinds of places? Is there maybe
No
another
one's
way?
making it, but whatever I was doing before I ended up here, I know it had to have been important.
All of us, I think would agree, but well, I do not wish to return.
How much time do we have till like it gets dark?
Do we know what like the closest town? Like, do we know
Yes.
that?
Yes, the closest town is Gritspur, and if you follow the path, it'll take you right to it.
Okay. It's like we're all
Maybe-
walking the
yeah.
same direction.
Might be take conversation to a tavern where we have voucher for night. So men won't get ate by squirrel.
Finally get a meal other than whatever they were serving in that place.
So, do you all wish to travel to Gritspur?
I'm gonna pat my belly and go, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I like the sound of a crowded tavern. Who knows what opportunities might arise?
As soon as somebody starts
All right.
walking, I just follow behind.
So, moving to Gritspur, you travel along the path. It seems like an ordinary path. Very well maintained. If you, as you noticed, going to town, don't really encounter anything. You're kind of just taking in the outside because you've been locked away for so long, and you eventually come up to a town surrounded by a wooden wall with an entrance, and you can go right on in if you wish.
I'm gonna do another perception check to see if there's anything nearby that I might be able to fashion into a weapon.
Okay.
9.
A 9. Do you have any advantages to perception?
I do not.
You see trees.
All right. Can I just snap a limb off a tree?
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Yeah, I can't move my
13
token.
with athletics.
Neither can I.
Okay, give me 1 second. This should be you.
Can I do a history check to see if I remember anything about my past of this town, if I've ever been here before?
Sure, you can try, but because your memory was wiped, do history with disadvantage.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if anything could just come to mind.
Any luck on the tree limb?
Yeah. Oh, nope. I got a 4.
No, I'm looking
All right.
for like
that
a
was
Okay,
a really
pointy rock.
good memory wipe.
So for your strength, what did you get?
13.
13. The big branch, you seem it won't budge, but a smaller, more manageable branch snaps when you try to pull it, and so now you have a 3-foot leaf stick.
All right, I'm gonna tie my shirt to it, make it look like a hobo bundle, so people won't suspect it as a weapon. And I'm gonna try to break off the end to a sharp point.
Okay.
I would like to do similar to see if I can find a tree or a branch on the ground or anything like that.
All right. Do you want to try to find a tree to break, or do you want to look at something on the ground first?
I will look for something on the ground first because I'm not the most strapping of fellows, so I don't think breaking a tree would happen.
Okay. Doc, we'll go with your improvised spear as a 1d4 damage.
All right.
And I'm looking for like a pointy rock that's just the right size to fit in my pocket. I rolled a 16 and I've got a +3 to perception.
Okay. Let's say you scavenge around on the path and you find the perfect rock that you're looking for.
Nice.
And if you want to hit somebody with it, it's going to be a 1d4. If you manage to cut somebody with it because you were looking for a sharp rock, it'd be a 1d6.
Yeah, I'm looking to if I need it, I'm going to huck it at somebody. I'm going to try to embed it in their
All
forehead.
right, so if you huck it, it'll be a 1d4.
Okay, 1d4.
I'm gonna walk up to the gate, see if there's any guards or anything.
All right, so you walk up to the gate, and the first thing that you notice is the stable. And let's see here. I know I added these people. Guess not. Anyways, so you walk up to the stable and you see this guy. He is the stableman, and he greets you. Goes, "Oh, welcome, travelers, to the town of Gritspur. I'm the stable master, and if you have any horses or any horse concerns, you come to me."
Well, it's great to see you, sir, and we appreciate the warm welcome. We're certainly glad to be here. Since you're a man on the inside, I wonder if you might tell us where's all the action in this town? Perhaps some pretty ladies, a drink.
Oh, absolutely. If you wish for a drink, you can go to the Betty's Inn, a wonderful, wonderful establishment. If you wish to buy things, there's a small trading post called Dave Shit. Very good, very, very good selections there.
I pull a handkerchief out of my
Uh,
pocket and I cover my nose and mouth, and I interrupt him. I say, uh, pardonnez-moi, what is this smell? You
oh,
have you
it's just
never
horse
bathed?
manure.
Do
Oh
you,
no, no, I bathe every day. You just smell the horses.
I do not think so. From the brown smudge on your face, it looks like you maybe eat the shit.
Oh
Okay, so
no,
Not even
I'm
an
I'm
gonna
a
hour out
hard.
of jail, and he's already insulting the locals.
I'm gonna slide up next to the stableman and put my arm around him and say, "Pay no attention to my friend. He's from far away and doesn't understand how to be civilized." And while I'm talking to him and have my arm around him, I'm going to attempt to use nimble fingers to pick his pocket without disadvantage.
Ooh, I like it. So give me a pickpocket check.
Can I
Is it-
can I kind of like help him in a way, like give him advantage or something, because I'm distracting the stableman, like not intentionally. I'm not like really trying to help, but I'm kind of helping.
You know what? I like this. So, Silas, give me a. We'll go with sleight of hand because that'll be your pickpocket, and we'll do with advantage because the stableman, is being distracted by the weird person speaking kind of French.
Okay, so roll again or go with that 8 that I have, and a +2.
Okay, so a 10. You know what? This guy's not very observant, but you feel into his pocket. You don't really feel anything.
Well, big shocker, but I'll stay true to this trade.
Uh, so he looks at you with your hand over his shoulder and he goes, "Ah, yes, yes, sir. Uh, you look like a fine gentleman that you know would really like a shot of whiskey."
You know, I can tell you're an excellent judge of character, and you are 100% right.
One moment, and he disappears into the the stable and comes out with a bottle that doesn't look very clean, but he hands it. Here, just take a good swig. It's the best in town.
You're a good man, I can tell already. And I'll
What did he
take
say
a
the
big
name
swig
of
from the
the
bottle.
inn was?
The inn is Betty's Inn.
Betty's Inn. Hey, old timer, which way to the inn?
You'll just go across town, and he points over here. This is where the inn is.
I just figure since he doesn't know the layout of the town, he should ask.
Yep.
But Edgar's gonna start moseying that way because if there's anyone who knows stuff, it's usually a bartender.
Doc's gonna be like, horseman, does town have doctor?
Oh no, no doctor.
I am doctor. Would you like for me to stay and be town doctor? You never know when you get pointy stick in the eye.
You'll have to bring that up with the mayor, but I mean, I got no problem with it.
Yes, I think the mayor will be very concerned about getting pointy stick in the eye pretty soon. We should go talk to mayor.
And
Well, good
I'm gonna
stableman, you've been too kind. Perhaps you'll join us at the inn later, and I can buy you a pint.
He goes, "Oh yes, 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 yes. I'd probably be over there after a while. You know, got to take care of the horses and you know, make sure that they're all taken care of." And he kind of looks kind of standoffish because he doesn't get asked to go do anything.
Oh, we'll save a seat for you if you can make it. Thanks for the whiskey.
I'm gonna sniff
All
that
right.
whiskey. I want to see if like I can if there's something off about it. I've got a suspicion.
All right. Give me. Oh, let's see here. You know what? Let's do an investigation because you're just sniffing it.
All right, I've got a +2, and I rolled an 8.
8, so a 10. So is that 8 with your +2 or no?
No, it was so I rolled an 8, so with the +2 it's a 10.
Okay. So smelling the obviously dirty bottle of whiskey, you take a sniff and it burns your nostrils.
Okay. I quickly cover my nose and mouth with the handkerchief again, and this is
He kind of
this
looks
is
at
not fit
he
for
kind of looks at
consumption.
he looks at you. Oh yes, he gets a good whiff of it. Yeah, see that'll put some good hair on your chest.
Can I offer him a gold piece for it? The whole bottle?
Oh yes, if you wish to donate gold, I'll gladly take it.
I want to give him 1 gold piece for that whole bottle of whiskey.
No,
Right, you will graciously-
this is swill. You do not want this.
Oh yes, I do. Does he have to have a rag or anything that I can buy also?
He pulls a snotty rag out of his pocket.
I'm going to see if he'll give me that for that gold piece. I already paid him for the whiskey. So for the whiskey and the rag, one whole gold piece, 2 gold pieces if he has a flint and steel I can borrow or purchase
He does
from
not. He does not have a flint and steel, but he will hand you his snotty rag and go, "Okay, here you go. I was just going to throw it away in the trash."
All right. So Molotov cocktail.
Versailles sees this naughty rag, and he just goes a little bit pale and oof.
I'm just going to, I'm going to stuff the rag into the whiskey bottle and put the cork back in it.
All right. Where would you guys like to travel to first?
What damage will that do if I actually find a lighter?
Yeah, shit. Let's see here.
Edgar's going
Fireball.
straight to the inn.
We'll do a 1d10 if you successfully make a Molotov cocktail.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm good to go to the end now. I got my drink for later.
All right. Is everybody going to the inn?
I'm following the crowd, so yeah, I'm going to the inn.
About
Yeah.
what
Can
time
I
of day
check
is it?
to see if I see any prison guards from the prison that might be off duty hanging around town?
You can do a check if you want, but you will know from being in the prison that they have their own guard barracks that they keep all the guards there. They don't like them sending them out.
Okay, so they're not gonna come drink in town.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't come to town. The warden's pretty strict with them.
My first roll rolled off the table, so I re-rolled and got a nat 20.
Yeah, you know that there's not going to be any prison guards.
Okay, yeah. All right, good to know. Good to know. No town guard either.
Nope, it's just a peaceful little town.
Okay.
What time of day is it? How long until the shops close?
Okay, so you can tell by looking at the sun that it feels as midday. It's a little hard to judge because you haven't seen the sun in a few whiles, but you feel very confident it's about midday.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll just follow everyone else to the inn. But as we're walking, I'll mention, I wouldn't mind checking out Dave's shit. That sounds like a fine establishment. If anyone wants to go.
I think I might come with you.
Yeah, I could go with him.
The stables was a lot of shit, but perhaps this Dave's shit is not as smelly, so I will come too.
Well, why don't we check out the inn first and get checked in and find out what the deal is there, and then maybe we can do a little sightseeing around the town, meet the people, josh it up a bit, shake a few hands, kiss a few babies. You know what the deal is.
I think this Dave may want to purchase some insurance.
You never know. A house fire can start at any time.
Yes, they've been known to happen when whiskey just gets put in the wrong place.
I thought you were a doctor, but you are insurance sales. This is good to know.
Yes, doctor, I sell both health insurance and provide the coverage in the practice of the medicine. It's very efficient. Very efficient. You pay me to not get sick, and you pay me when you do get sick.
Just a regular entrepreneur, aren't you, Doc?
Yes, you never know when you might break a bone.
Doc, you sound like my kind of guy. I think we
I
can be
used-
friends.
I used to help arrest guys who said something similar.
I am doctor. I have the degree in everything. I am upstanding citizen. I do not know why I got arrested. It was misunderstanding. My accountant, he does not pay my taxes like he's supposed to, and I will find him, and we will sort this out. Really quick.
Yeah, the guys I did, they weren't doctors. They were more like freelance pharmacists.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know some of them too. Yes. Very good men. Very good men. Do not know why you arrest them.
Ah, yes.
How does this freelance
Edgar's-
pharmacy?
Edgar's gonna shake his head and just walk into the inn.
If you should happen to see any of these freelance pharmacists, can you point them out to me? I think I may have need for some self-medication.
Maybe they know what Igor is. Igor is very good with the powdered medicine. Very good, Igor is.
Versailles is going to go into the inn as well, and he just looks completely perplexed. He does not understand the concept of freelance pharmacy.
All right, everybody going into the inn. So, in the inn, you see immediately, let's get her real big here. Betty. You see this fine woman. This is Betty. She is the innkeeper.
That's a big woman.
Red hair to signify danger.
It must be a rune knight. She goes from little tiny halfling to giant woman.
So let's get all your characters in here and
Must be magic.
permissions.
I'm gonna go vodka. Can I get the vodka?
Perhaps, damn, your Slavic accent is causing me to slip out of French. Damn it.
Yeah, well, yours is making me go into French too. So this is kind of
All right.
It's just all downhill from there.
too bad we
should all have
like Scottish.
You should all have control of your characters. So the Betty sees you all come in and goes, "Oh yes, thank you for coming in. This is my inn. I am Betty. How can I help you today?"
You big fine woman wants you back that ass up. Call my big daddy wants you back that ass up.
Where'd the Frenchman go?
Oh,
John, I'm concerned you may have multiple personalities.
It is. It's been a long time.
Dos vodka, please.
oh, if you want booze, we have a lovely bar, but it doesn't open till this evening. So, unfortunately, we do not serve alcohol at the moment.
I'm going to go. If I don't have vodka, something bad might happen. I cannot explain to you how I know this, but I have feeling that very bad things will happen. I am sensing your future if I do not get vodka now.
She leans up on the counter and she looks at you and looks right into your eyes and goes, "There won't be anything bad that happens to my inn, darling."
I'm going to pull out my bottle of whiskey with the rag in it, and I'm going to ask her if she has anything to smoke.
She's going to look at you with the bottle of whiskey and go, "Oh, yes, I see that you have already brought your own booze. Well, you don't need mine then."
Okay, I see you chose violence. I'm just going to hand her the voucher and go to my room.
Edgar's gonna lay 5 gold pieces on the table, and it's just like, I'm not looking for a drink, but I'm looking for something else of the information type.
Oh, information? Well, what would you like to know?
Like, we're obviously strangers here, and you can tell we probably just got released from that prison down the way.
Yes,
And
yes, the warden.
and we're
The
having
I'm
warden
gonna
had
look her
we're
up
having a
and down
darn
and
letter.
wink at her.
and I'm having a darn time remembering some stuff before my trial. But you no doubt you get a lot of guys like that come through here every once in a while. Surely they have a place they like to go here in town.
Sure. So the train comes once a week. You could go talk to the lady there for a train ticket. Um, the trading post, Dave shit. There's all kinds of stuff that people go there usually suit up with stuff, and then they go on their merry ways to other establishments. There's one person that still resides here after he was released, but he doesn't really take it very easily. He's and whispers to you, he's the town drunk.
You wouldn't happen to know his name, would you?
I don't know his name. I just see him and wave. He kind of has a weird way of talking. He just talks and murmurs.
Well, you probably happen to know where we might be able to find him.
Well, I do have a few people in at the tables just chatting around. Maybe he's one of them.
But you're sure there's no other place in town where men of our status usually hang out waiting for the train?
I mean, if you're waiting for the train, you'd go to the train station, but yeah, it's going to be another 3 days till the next train comes into town.
I appreciate it.
And I see that you all have vouchers from the warden. He had sent me a letter saying that you guys were being released and requested the vouchers. I will take those from you now.
Yes, I have one. And Edgar's gonna slide it onto the table and slide it over across to her with the 5 gold.
She will graciously take the 5 gold, and she does what any woman does and puts it in her breasts.
I'm gonna hand her my voucher and be like,
Better than the prison pocket.
I'm gonna hand her my voucher and I'm gonna like straight up stare at her cleavage and just be like, do you have somewhere special that perhaps you like to stay?
Oh, I see what you're talking about. So she'll flirt back with you in kind of a, sexy voice that she puts on and goes, yes, but you won't be able to afford me off of what the warden has given you. I require a high price. But you may run into Candy. She's a very cheap whore.
I have a taste for the finer things. Perhaps.
Be careful, my friend.
I like
Candy, you may have to see me for treatment later with 2 bricks.
I like candy.
Miss Candy, she may have the fire that you do not want, my friend.
Oui, I have a taste for the finer things in life, so perhaps I will return.
Can I do a check to see if that table of gentlemen over there, if there might be, someone over there extremely drunk and gullible that we can maybe, lure over and rob?
Yeah, so give me a perception check.
That'd be a 9 again.
A 9. You notice 5 men over at a table, and they all have gold out, and they are kind of cheering and causing a commotion, and don't really know what they're doing.
Okay. Is there an empty seat near them that I could go sit down amongst them?
Sure. There's one empty seat left, and there's plenty of standing.
Hey, I'm going to go stand behind the guy who looks to perhaps be not the strongest.
Do any of them appear to be playing any card games?
Good question. Yes, they do appear to be playing a game.
This guy doesn't look that strong. I'm going to stand behind him. And I'm going to pat him on the shoulder and go, yes, my friend, I will buy you a drink later. You tell me what you're up to over here, please, my friend.
He looks at you and go, "Oh yes, sir. We're playing some gambling here. Yeah, would you like to join us?"
Maybe. I don't want to know. I know the chess, but what are we gambling? Are we rolling dice? Are we playing the cards?
Yes. So you roll. You will roll dice, and this is just a simple gambling game. You put your gold in. We all go around and roll our dice, and if you roll poorly, then you're out, and the winner takes the whole pot.
I will watch a few rounds before I gamble my money. I want to learn the game from you, my friend. You look like you're a very smart friend. You look like you're a man who understands how the world works.
Oh yes, good. I'm good at gambling. You will see.
Can I see
Meanwhile, I'll
what kind of
pass over
weaponry
my
you may have on
voucher.
him?
What's
I
that?
pass over my voucher to Betty, and then I go and I hide in the corner.
I want to see if I can get a
All
feel
right.
for what weaponry he may have on him.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
A nat 20. You know this guy is packing. He has a pretty good dagger that is kind of bulging out of his side, and the way he stands, he knows how to use it and is ready to use it.
Okay. I'm going to try to subtly do a prison hand gesture to the thief to let him know that he's got a knife. What I'm going to do is I'm going to point to on one of my prison tattoos. I'm going to point to the dagger tattoo and the skull, so he knows that this guy's dangerous.
And I'm not paying attention at all. I'm over here with Betty, sliding her the voucher and making small talk.
What a man.
All right.
I want to watch the dice rolling. I want to see if anybody's got
Okay.
loaded dice if they're cheating.
So, how this table game is worked. This is called table gambling. Anyone who wants to start a round of gambling can start a round of gambling. Everyone at the table can choose to participate or not. Those who don't leave the table to participate. They must have at least one gold. Everyone at the table puts in one gold. The player to the right must roll a d6. If they roll a 1 or 2, they lose and they're out. A 3 or 4, that player puts in one gold and is safe. A 5 or 6, they up the ante and puts in another gold. Play continues to the right until all other players lose. The winner takes the entire pot. If you run out of gold and cannot ante up or add gold to the pot, you do not. Instead, you must roll a d6 and roll a 5 or a 6 to stay in the game. Every time you are required to pay one gold. If you lose, then you are out.
Can we use any bonuses?
No bonuses.
No skill bonuses? Just a straight up D6.
None of you pick goblins, so you don't have a bonus in gambling.
Oh, the one time I should have been a green skin.
What if I give them
Over
guidance?
Tavern Brawler.
No.
Can I
Alright,
give
so
one
I'll-
of my party members guidance?
Oh, no, that's right. Tim, I'm a magic
you
user as well.
You can try, but guidance does not work in gambling. I'm sorry.
Ah, brutal. Okay.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
saunter
right now,
over.
Can I do an investigation check to see how drunk the players are?
sure, give me an investigation.
I want-
I
wanna
if you
do a
get
check to
drunk, do
see-
you then have to roll with disadvantage for gambling?
What's that?
If you get drunk, do you then have a disadvantage when rolling?
I didn't think about that, but sure. You're
I
not.
got 16.
You okay? You notice that this individual is quite drunk.
Just one, not all of them?
Yep.
Can I do a perception to see if anybody's cheating, like loaded dice or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay. 16 total.
Okay. You notice that this guy is having unusual luck.
Okay.
I'm going to whisper into the guy in front of me. I think the man at the end of the table might not be only up and up, my friend. He looks like somebody who would be dishonest.
Says,
And then
says
he
one
is
of
he
the
is
ex-cons.
he is in full
I am a
confidence
doctor.
that
I am a
he's going to
doctor. I'm
win.
very honest.
Yeah, he is in full confidence that he's going to win.
So Silas is going to saunter up to the table, arms spread wide. Gentlemen, good evening. It's a pleasure to see you here. He's going to slap the drunk guy in the back and sit down real close to him and watch the game for a couple rounds.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to go.
as
Hey, my friend, if you think you're going to win, can I give you gold to win for me? I know play myself, but I give you gold. And you give me share.
so you're negotiating with this guy, and if he
Yeah.
wins, he will give you a share.
Yeah, I will give him a gold, and he can give me gold back if he win. If he loses, he does not have to worry about his gold being lost himself.
I'm going to look at Doc and I'm going to like thumb my nose and point my thumb like casually at this guy and just
You put your thumb at us.
trying to kind of like let Doc know, hey, you're talking to the wrong person.
So
Yeah.
so Doc, the guy that you're referencing, he will graciously take your gold and goes, yes, if I win in this round, then I will split the pot with you.
Okay, so I'm going to give him one gold coin, but when he opens up his coin purse, I just kind of want to see how much he has.
He has absolutely nothing. He is on his last leg.
Okay.
How many throws are there in a full
Then
game?
I'm going to go. I see, my friends, you have a really nice dagger there. How about I give you 10 gold and you give me that dagger?
He kind of looks at you and goes, no, I can't do that. This dagger was my dad's. I can't give it away.
You let me. I tell you what. I pawn it. You pawn it with me. You give me dagger. I give you 15 gold. At the end of the game, if you win, you give me back 15 gold. I give you back dagger.
No. I need at least 50 gold.
At least 50 gold. I 25 gold, and you keep 10. I get 15 plus dagger. You get back.
He kind of looks at you, scratches his head. No deal. I'm sorry. I can't give up my dagger.
Okay, I'm just going to give him the 1 gold, and I go, maybe guy on the end will take my deal. And I'm going to move down to the guy who's cheating.
So
Okay.
how many rolls are there in a full game? Or
So
a full round?
So the game will happen until everybody is out. Everybody has an opportunity to roll a d6 in order, depending on how you're at the table, and depending on how they roll will depend on how much gold is anteed into the pot. And so a game can last a matter of hours to these people.
Right.
Okay,
So
can I
it's
do
not
a
like
perception check to see if the guy that's now in front of me has any weapons?
Sure.
5.
You do not see if he's holding any weapons or not.
Okay, I want to keep an eye on him and see if I can catch how he's cheating.
Okay. So the game continues around. This guy plays and he rolls a 5, so everybody antes up. Let's see here. We'll add 4 to that. All right. And then the next guy to the right rolls. He rolls a 6, so we add 4 more. And the cheater.
For the dice game, you want us to just use in-game dice?
Yeah, that way it's consistent. So the cheater, he rolls his dice, and because he's cheating.
Can I roll to see if I catch what he's doing?
Yeah, give me perception.
I would like to as well.
I rolled an 8.
16.
Okay.
I'd like to roll a perception on all of them.
Okay. What's your perception on all of them?
I'm basically analyzing everybody's throws.
Okay. What? Give me a perception
So
check.
let's see. Perception is a +0. That's a 10.
Okay. Anybody below a 13 does not know what's going on. But anybody above a 13 knows that the guy that is cheating, he has a specific way he's holding the dice and how he throws. It's almost like a drop rather than a full roll.
Okay. On his
I'm
next
just
roll, I'm going to pretend to bump into him.
Oh, before that, I'm just gonna blurt out as soon as I see this. You seem to have weighted dice over there. Is this correct?
He looks at you kind of funny. You go, "What the fuck you talking about?"
Your dice. How you say? Drop. Not roll. Drop. It's weight. So the larger number is on top. Yes.
Do you want me to roll with another set of dice? Because I will.
I'm going to subtly run my hand across my throat, and if I get a nod, I'm going to go ahead and just grab this guy.
Like Versailles has no clue what the hell's going on. Like he is like he's socially awkward, inept. He's legitimately asking this guy, "Are these dice weighted?" He does not understand that he's accusing him of cheating.
Silas is going to see this potential turmoil popping up, and he's going to slam the table and stand up dramatically. That's a brave accusation there, John. What do you guys think about this? Is this guy cheating? Has he been running the table on you guys? What do you think? And then he's going to sit down.
Well, the odds of
Everybody
rolling a
else.
5 or a 6 that many times in a row are approximately 1 in 726.
Can I hold an action that if he goes to reach for a weapon, I can, grab his arm?
Yes, because you're behind him, and you're ready if you make the sudden move.
All right, I'm going to hold that action, and basically, I'm going to try to break his elbow when I do it.
Okay.
Silas is just waiting for some drama to pop off so he can try to pickpocket the drunk guy.
All right. So the
This might be your moment.
next guy, it's his turn. Rolls his d6. He rolls a 2, so he is out. So he's like, fuck, and he makes his way out, kind of stomping off because he's upset.
I do not understand. Why are you leaving? The game is not over?
Edgar's going to follow that guy.
He rolled a 2, so he's out.
Where do you storm off to? Where do you storm off to?
I understand that. Versailles does not.
Yeah. So you just see him storming off. He's like, fuck, I'm out. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. And so he just storms out and kind of goes outside. Right. And if you follow him, then you'll see where he goes.
All right. Which way did he go? Did he just go out the front door?
Yeah, he went out the front door.
All right. I'm going to follow him out the front door.
Okay.
Where are you going now? This game is still going?
Now it's the drunk guy's turn. He rolls a 4, so he's safe. And he's up.
Good roll, buddy.
All right.
You got the,
now we're back
light on you.
All right. He rolls a 5, so we add 3 more gold. The next guy rolls a 4. He adds another gold.
Okay, before the guy who's cheating rolls, right? He's in the middle of his roll. I'm going to bump into him and try to affect his dice roll.
Okay. So we'll
make it like an accident. I'm like, oops, I'm sorry, very clumsy.
So he rolls and he rolls a 3, and he kind of, you motherfucker! I just had that. The dice didn't do what he wanted, but nonetheless, he wasn't out. So he kind of takes a deep breath and goes, all right.
Did I get a feel for how heavy he is or how big he might have been when I bumped into him?
Okay. Kind of check would that be? That would just be a. Let's do an investigation.
All right.
And then I kind
That
of
would be
want
a
to
9. That would
A
be
9. Okay, yeah, you don't have any pluses.
Yeah.
So you can tell he's pretty stout for his age, because he's a little bit older.
Gotcha.
I kind of want to watch
All
that
right,
affected dice roll and see like what the dice did. Like, are they actually weighted?
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. I got 16 again.
Okay, so you know that it's not the dice; it's how he throws. He holds it in a specific way, and he tries to drop it on the number that he wants. But the dice is not weighted in any way that you can tell.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to blurt out again. Oh, I see. Wait, this is very clever. You do not have to cheat with the dice. You just have to hold it just so.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Cheat? I don't cheat."
Is
Open his ass.
The drunk guy goes and he rolls a 5 while this is going on. So sorry. Continue what you were saying.
Oh no, he's just being socially inept.
Okay. So the drunk guy rolls a 5. This guy that Doc was eyeing up earlier is now out because he's out of gold and cannot ante up.
All
And
right.
he kind of slumps down and goes, "Oh, well, back to the work." And he kind of just starts walking away from the table.
Yes.
But
So-
you forgot your gold?
It is okay.
He's out.
How many people were left in the game?
So we're at 3 people left. We're at 37 gold.
All right.
It's now this guy's turn. He rolls a 2, and he's like, "Fuck! The bad luck continues." He is
All right.
out.
On this guy,
He's like, "I hate this fucking game."
on this guy's next row, the one who's cheating, I want to slap him on the back as hard as I can and be like, look, my friends, you're winning. Very, very good, man. Very good winner. You're very good at this game. And I want to try to knock him almost over that table.
Okay.
Right when he's about to roll. But I want to do it very
So he
friendly.
rolls, and he rolls a nat 1, and he to cause him to roll really badly and get out. And he turns around and just slugs you right in the face.
All right. I want to grab him and I want to put him through that table.
And
All
this is
right.
going to be my opportunity to try to pickpocket the drunk guy.
Ethan.
Right?
And
So we'll go with Doc. Give me a strength check. See if you can.
13.
13. This guy is a lot more stout than you initially thought. You don't get to grapple him to the table. He resists you.
All right.
On the table.
Okay, and then for the pickpocket, you're trying to pickpocket the drunk.
Yeah, and I guess that should be
That was the sleight of hand. Oh yeah, you absolutely pickpocket the drunk. You pat him up. He doesn't really notice you at all. He's absolutely fucking wasted. You find a half bottle of whiskey, and you find 5 more pieces of gold. His last 5 that he had, and he has no idea that he was pickpocketed.
Okay. Well, after doing that, I'm going to immediately jump up from the table and be like, whoa, guys, come on. Let's get along. It's just a game.
And while the madness is going on, I want to grab a couple of coins off the table and
Okay,
just start
give me a stealth check to see if either the 2 remaining players notice.
Oh no, I'm not trying to be stealthy. I just want to grab
He's
him.
great doing it.
I want to grab him, and I want to
Okay.
try to follow the last guy that left the table. Excuse me, Monsieur, you forgot your gold?
Give me a check to see if this guy notices.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I rolled a 3.
If he goes to chase him, can I pick up a chair and just waylay him in the back with it?
You can.
Monsieur, your gold?
So
How many coins did I grab?
you managed to take 1 gold from the pile. It was right at the edge of the table, so you're able to get it. The drunk guy is the one that sees you, goes, "Hey, that's my gold!" And he starts following you.
No, I
wanna
think
blast
you
him back
are
against the chair.
you are confused, Monsieur. It belongs to the gentleman that just left.
He's like, "No, that's my gold. That's my gold. You're taking my gold."
Monsieur, your gold?
He's stumbling
I
along.
see it all popping off and hide under the table.
Yeah.
Madame,
I'm gonna blast him with the back of the head with the chair next to me.
Madame Betty, where
He is
is
fol-
Monsieur?
He is following you, trying to get the gold from you, and he is so slurred. It's so hard to understand him.
You must go return to your game. you have gold on the table. You must return.
He is following you intently still.
Yeah, I am trying to find the guy that already left. So I guess I'm outside wandering around town.
All right,
So-
so that guy's going to be following you. So this guy, now that he's like, "All right, enough. I've had it with you people coming in from prison and think that you can be best me. I'll wage you all 36 gold right there in an arm wrestling competition. You and me, right now, winner take all."
I'm just gonna pick up the chair and just blast him in the head with it.
Give me an attack roll.
And then take the money.
So I was gonna be like, well, I'm gonna let you guys continue your game. I'm gonna go check out Dave's shit. That sounds like a good
22.
spot.
Like, geez, guy, you didn't have to make it personal.
Wait for me.
22.
A 22 does it. You take the chair, you whack him upside the head, and he's out.
I'm just gonna take the gold off the table and anything else he has on him.
You beat me to it.
All right, so you take 36 gold. And let me see here. Give me an investigation and see what he's got on him.
I know he's got that fancy hat, 9. I want that fancy hat.
All right, you take his fancy hat. He didn't really have too much. He had another 5 gold in his coin purse that you could tell. I mean, that was an obvious spot.
Yeah.
So you can add 5 more gold, and you have a fancy hat.
All right. I'm gonna go give the 5 gold I just picked up to the bartender and tell her sorry for earlier and for any damage to the chair.
She looks at you kind of bewildered and goes, "Oh, okay."
Vodka?
She kind of looks at you. Are you offering her vodka?
Or I will buy her vodka if she will get me vodka. I will buy her vodka also. I've recently come into 36 gold.
She will look at you and go, "Oh yes, come back later tonight when the bar opens, and we'll have a fine selection of gold of fine spirits there."
Freudian
I'm
slip.
gonna go over there if he's still unconscious. I'm gonna take his boots.
You take his boots.
Damn.
Do you equip the
bars
boots?
late?
What's that?
Do you equip his boots or try to put them on?
No, it's just he can't chase me down if he don't have boots, kind of thinking. Plus, he may have something hidden in the boot.
All right. So back outside.
I'm just gonna keep the boots for now.
All you are there. Pull up the people here. The town drunk is still following Tim.
We're still
And
inside the
where was-
tavern, or at least that's the map I see.
I'm hoping Edgar is able to talk to that first guy before everyone else showed up.
Did I take any damage with the little punch he threw me, or no?
We'll go with no
Okay.
with the tavern brawler and stuff. All right, where
Yeah.
is this guy?
It's kind of on brand for me to get into a fight in a bar.
This was the guy you were chasing after, and
Where is he?
this was the guy. All right. So one guy goes here, the other guy goes here. This is the guy that Varsilis is after, and this is the guy that Edgar is after.
All right, there we go.
Who's this guy?
That's the
That's
drunk
the
that's
town drunk
following me.
that's following Varsilis because he thinks that the gold is his.
All right. So I'm gonna follow after the town drunk just in case.
Monsieur
He is
Drunk.
absolutely stumbling around and is trying to keep up with Varsilis.
I got in combat an extra 5 movement speed. Is there any way I can just kind of get side by side with the town drunk and just shoulder him over to kind of give him room to get away?
Yeah.
Bump him
You
into a
shoulder
hedge.
him over, and the town drunk just falls face flat and isn't moving. And you then, after a few long seconds, hear a snore.
All right. I'm going to check his pockets. I'm going to check his pockets, check his shoes.
All right, give me a investigation.
4. He has feet.
He's got absolutely nothing on him. He's the town drunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna does he have shoelaces or does he have like what's his shoes look like?
They are slip-on, poor quality leather slippers.
I'm gonna just take his shoes and toss them away so he'll just toss them over onto a roof or something.
All right.
So I rolled a 5 perception, so I'm lost. I do not see the guy that I was trying to chase down.
Okay. He goes away into one of the houses. You don't know which house. And then this guy,
he vanished into air.
this guy that Edgar was chasing, what was it that you're following after him for?
I was gonna interrogate him.
All right, so you you follow him out. You stayed up pretty close to him, and you catch up to him. And what are you trying to say to him?
Just say, hey, bud, it looks like you lost your rent back there. How much did you lose?
I only lost 10 gold pieces. That fucking cheater over there. I don't know how he does it, but he seems to always win.
Yeah.
Do I catch up with him?
It was getting pretty obvious there. How long have you lived in this town?
Oh, I've lived here for years. I practically grew up here.
Years? So you probably know what's what in this town then.
Yeah, if you want anything at all, just go over to Dave's shit. He's got a fine collection. On Sundays, you can go to St. Brasslock Chapel. We got a wonderful guy leading that procession there. And then towards the middle, you got the town hall. That's where you can find the town mayor. And, what else do you want to know?
Did a lot of prisoners go over to Dave's shit? Get a lot of
Well,
shit.
that's usually where they go because they get some money and they're just eager to spend it. They'll go over there to spend the money and then they kind of walk away, leave town. I don't know where they go.
A lot of the ex-cons that come to town go over there.
Oh yeah, I bet everybody goes there. I mean, I go there to get all my stuff.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Better luck next time there, guy.
I appreciate it. Thanks for catching up with me. I was really pissed off back there.
Yeah. You know, just kick his ass next time.
Do Doc a favor. Do Doc a favor.
Yes.
When the man wakes up from the headache I gave him, tell him if he wants his shoes back, it will be 50 gold.
Oh, okay. I tell him that. I think he'll just go buy his own new shoes. He usually wins all these stuff, so he kind of has money stashed away.
It is. Do you know where his house might be at, maybe?
His house? Well, I tell you, it's the house over here, and he points over here. It's that one over there with the purplish roof.
Does he have any? Would you know if he has any family in his house right now, or is it completely unoccupied?
Oh no, he's got his wife there, and he's got his son that lives there too, and his son's fully grown, kind of looks after the house.
Oh, okay. Next question. Would you happen to have a flint and steel or some sort of match I could borrow?
No, not really. I don't smoke, so I don't have that kind of stuff on me.
Don't
Very
mind
good.
him. He just got out of prison. He's trying to find some comfort, and all of us are telling him no.
Smoking is bad habit. You really should not start smoking. But thank you for the information. I'm gonna give him a gold coin and squeeze it in his palm and go, we never had this conversation.
He goes, I don't even know who you are.
If maybe you would like to... Damn it! Damn you, Mort! If maybe you would like to win the game from time to time, you... Okay, I'm gonna have to drop the accent. If you'd like to win the game from time to time, maybe drop the dice like he was doing.
Maybe I get points of inspiration for killing his accent.
He goes,
You must be punished.
He goes, I might try his technique next time. It seems to be working out for him pretty well. So thanks for the info.
So I'm gonna go over to that guy's house. That's where it is? Or am I in the wrong spot?
Oh, that's right. Edgar's going to Dave's shit.
You are in the wrong spot.
All right, where do I need to be at his house? Because I want to knock on the door.
His house is over here.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go over to his house over here and knock on the door.
Okay.
You
knock at the door, and you see his son come up to the door, and he goes, "Hi, how can I help you?"
I'm going to show him his dad's hat and his dad's boots, and I'm going to explain to him how his dad owes me very large gambling debt, and I have 20 of my friends back at the bar with sword to his dad's throat, and he will kill him if I do not get the money he has hidden in the house to cover his debt.
Give me a persuasion check.
I was more going for intimidation, but yeah, whichever one.
He is not intimidated. He is not intimidated by you. He's seen way worse than you.
Good, 13.
Yeah, he's not. He's not persuaded. He goes,
All right.
Yeah, no, my dad. He gets into gambling. He doesn't have any debt. He usually wins those things.
I'm going to cut him off in mid-sentence, grab him by his ear, twist, and give him a swift kick to the nuts.
You feel a dagger.
Diplomacy has failed.
How old is this kid?
A
Is he beating up a 5-year-old?
Oh no, this is a fully grown man. You feel a dagger is pressed to your throat as you make a move to him. He is insanely fast. He goes, I would be careful of what you do to me, sir.
I'm going to smile, and I'm going to try to break his arm and stab him with his own dagger.
This went off the rails real quick.
Give me a strength check.
If y'all haven't figured it out yet, Doc ain't a doctor. Doc is more a hitman for the Russian mafia.
Give me a strength check.
18.
He doesn't raise the bodies; he creates the bodies.
Opposing
18.
strength. Yeah, no, he got a nat 20.
Damn.
He is in control of you and goes, "Sir, you would be wise to leave this house and not come back."
All right.
And he pushes you away.
Okay, that house is getting burned down. As soon as I find some fire, that house is getting burned down.
He goes back inside, shuts the door, and locks it.
Did I happen to notice what kind of dagger it was?
It was a very sharp dagger.
I'm gonna go to Dave's things and see if I can buy some supplies.
All right. So let's all go here to Dave's shit. All right, let me finish adding these characters
Yeah,
in.
see what shit Dave's got.
Yeah.
Give everybody some permissions.
You say some
Dave's
dishes?
got some. So Dave's got some good shit.
Yeah.
He does.
I would like to ask Dave what is his finest wares. This town is very, very weird. Even the bartenders here are scary.
All right, everybody should have permissions.
So I'm gonna.
Dave sees you guys come in. He goes, "Oh yes, welcome into my ship cavern. I mean, what can I interest you in?"
Let's see. What do you got for? What kind of gear do you got for a wizard?
Okay, so the easiest thing I can do here to show you what he has for sale is I will share my screen, and this is what he has.
Oh man, I gotta like.
Wait for this. Oh, that's a lot
I
of
gotta
shit.
full screen that real quick.
Oh, okay. I'm very slow at the reading. Give me 1 second.
So,
He
as
also-
far as,
he-
as far as proficiencies go, it'd just be like typical of what a magic user would be able to use, or does it matter?
I mean, it really it's more of like, kind of typical what you would be using.
Okay. So he just has like weapons, no other clothes or anything?
Yes, so he has armor.
Ah, there we go.
Cardboard
So you can
cosplay.
get light armor, medium armor, and heavy armor. And then you can get a leather shirt, leather pants, and boots.
Already
He
know what
also has these wonderful golden things behind you called mystery boxes. And he goes, if you have some coin burning a hole in your pocket, buy a mystery box, only 100 gold each.
Oh, is that all?
Well, I will just take the stylish leathers and the quarterstaff.
Okay.
I will ask him if he has torches, maybe something to light torches with. Maybe alchemy fire, maybe?
Okay, so
Where was that quarterstaff? There it is. The staff of mild annoyance. It's the only one on there.
there you go. So you're taking the staff of mild annoyance. So that's going to be 20 DP. So subtract 20 from you, and then it's a quarterstaff. It's a 1d6 damage. If you're holding it with both hands, it's 1d8.
I'm going to take the spinny slicey battle axe And maybe you have something for me to smoke my cigar with.
Beautiful.
Maybe flint and steel. Maybe you
Teeny,
know.
teeny.
I missed
Uh,
a screen share. Where's that at?
it's on the Discord. I shared my screen to the stream.
Okay, I missed it.
I'm going to also see if he would like to trade the boots I have for some boots my size. Do straight trade.
He will absolutely do a straight trade with you. They look like they're fine boots, so he will straight trade with you.
I'm going to also ask him to check the bottom of the sole to see if any money is hitting inside the boot before I give it to him.
Yeah, just in case he left his
He looks
wallet
at
in
it.
the boots.
He looks at him and goes, "No, these are perfectly fine boots."
Good. Very, very honest man. I know I can trust you. How much for fancy hat?
Fancy hat. I'll give you
Sure.
5 gold pieces for that hat.
I will hand over the fancy hat, and I will see about maybe if he has some scale mail, maybe.
So as far as armor, this is what he has. And remember, to equip armor, you need to be invested in fighting.
I have Iron Man, so I can get the scale mails. Yes.
Yep. So there's the chainmail shirt. It's 50. Whatever you want in this list.
Yeah. I think which one can I afford for 50 gold? The chain shirt. I'll take the chain shirt.
That one. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, battle axe, some chain shirt, and does he have any form of starting a fire?
You know what? He has a book of matches that he will sell you for 15 gold pieces.
All right, go with that too. So
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask him if he's heard any rumors about the man who likes to cheat at the dice and whose son is incredibly strong for a man of his age.
He goes, you're talking about Frank.
Yes,
yeah, no,
Frank.
he's farmed all his life. He's a strong individual. He's a very, very good, upstanding citizen usually.
Yes, this town is kind of not understand. It's very upstanding people next to prison, but not a single policeman in sight. Nobody seems to understand that prisoners are dangerous people, and you just let them hang around. So it is very, very creepy, my friend.
Yeah, well, the prison might wipes the minds of all the prisoners come through, so usually they don't have any inclination that they're that they're pretty hostile, because the underlining factor is usually gone.
I see.
When
I've
everyone's
never
done
been
talking
hostile in
or
my
buying
life.
stuff, I wanna question him.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
I'd like to make a couple of purchases.
Okay, what would you like?
I'd also like a staff of annoyance.
I'm sorry, he's all sold out. He only had the one.
Oh, he's out, damn
Oh,
it.
it's first come, first serve.
You son of a bitch.
Oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Here, we'll share. I'm kidding. I'm not sharing.
And, well, in which case, I'd like the really twangy thing.
Now it's a 10 point. Now it's a 12.5 staff.
What were you taking?
The really twangy thing.
The really tiny
Longbow. Second up.
Gotcha. Second from the up. Oh, there it is. Alrighty, that'll be 50 gold pieces. And then armor. You needed to look at armor, but you can buy and equip the leather shirt, pants, and boots.
I'll definitely take the pants and boots because that's all I've really got enough for.
All right, and he has multiples of those, so he doesn't run out of those very often.
All right, so my AC
Does he
goes.
also have any long socks or ladies' tights?
Nope, you are straight raw dog in those boots.
Oh, no, not for me.
He's gonna try to impress the bartender.
No, he does not. But he'll whisper to you, go, "Hey, you know what? I've got these mystery boxes, and if you pull the right thing, she may be impressed."
No, I was looking specifically for long socks.
Nope,
But
don't have
ladies'
any.
tights would
Sorry,
do in a pinch.
don't have that either.
Trying to do my math here. That's 20. 16.
Okay, well, while he's counting on his fingers, Silas is going to stroll up to the counter and slap his hands on it. And Dave, good sir, we've heard great things about you, and I think you might be the man that I need. I'm looking for a couple different things.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any tool sets?
Tool sets. Oh, you know, I don't right now, but when the train comes, I'll be able to restock. I'll send a mailer out to see if I can get some in.
Okay, well that's fine. I don't know if I'll be here then, but in the meantime, I was looking specifically at these fine bladed weapons that you have here. I see you've got a nice dagger, you've got a rapier, you've got a short sword and a scimitar. Would you mind if I just took a look at them all to help make my decision?
Sure, sure. He pulls them out on the table and he lets you take a look, and you can kind of feel around on what you kind of like. And he goes, this isn't the best I have. Those mystery boxes back there, they got some mighty fine things in them.
Well, 100 gold for mystery. It could be good. It could be crap. I don't know. I'm not much of a gambler, Dave. I'm a man of certain proclivities, and it just seems like a steep price, and not knowing what you're gonna get.
How about
You know what? If
give
you've
you
got a, if you've got a concern for money, I've got a job for you if you want it.
Well, I'm always interested in doing what I can to help my fellow man. Put the details on me. Tell me
All
what you're
right.
thinking.
So in about a day, so the next sunrise, not tomorrow, but the next one, we're gonna have a festival in town, and I'm trying to have me a little food stand, and it's going to be called Dave's Testies. And see, I need a lot of Rocky Mountain oysters to do this, and if you guys are willing to scavenge some for me, that'd be much appreciated. I'll pay premium dollar per testy.
Yes,
I gotta
well,
look in the armor section again, please.
there's not really any oysters in the Rocky Mountains, is there, though? That's going to be
But
a
in these
difficult
lands,
job.
in these lands, there's plenty of bulls that you can make steers. I just don't have the time to go out there myself.
How about I give you 50 gold for one of your mystery boxes?
I don't understand. What
You
do
know what?
bulls and
Give
steers have to
me a
do with
persuasion check.
oysters?
Excuse me, gentlemen. I must make the persuasions. 16.
Ooh. No bonuses?
No bonuses.
He goes, you make a very clean argument, but I'm willing to come down to 75.
I only have 71 gold, my friend.
I'm going to chime in. I'm going to be like, well, would you take 55? And I rolled 18.
Oh,
How about
quite.
how about you give me 4 gold? I give him 75. We split the box.
Oh, well, I kind of want one of my
He
own.
he is willing to come down to 75 a box for both of you.
Can I
While
borrow
they're
you? Can I
while
borrow
they're-
4 gold, my friend?
while they're bartering, I'm going to attempt to steal the raw beer off the countertop without him noticing.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
All right, hold on a second.
And yeah, I'll give Doc 4 gold.
Thank you, my friend. I will pay you back one day. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give him 75 for a mystery box.
Same here.
Let's let
You said Arcana check?
yep, Arcana.
I'm looking for that. Where's Arcana?
It's at the top.
It's
not on
not
the
going to
sheet.
be there.
No, I don't see it on the sheet.
It's not on the sheet, but Arcana is an intelligence check. So whatever your intelligence is, and if you're proficient in it, you would then add your +3 proficiency bonus.
Okay,
So-
so it's a +2.
These are the custom
No,
sheets
wait.
that I made all those like a year ago, over a year ago. So
Yeah, so
alchemy
what is it?
alchemy is Arcana.
Okay, alchemy's Arcana. Got it.
Okay, well, it's just a nat 17 then.
Okay, so when you feel the urge to try and steal from him, the weapon or whatever you try to steal immediately sticks to the table, and you
Oh.
cannot move it.
I tell you, this town is very weird, my friends. It's a very weird town.
I'm going to see him struggle with that sword, and I'm going to try to pick it up.
Are you trying to steal it, or just look at it?
I don't even know what I'm doing, but I rolled a 19. Like I'm like picking it up to hand it to him so that he can steal it. But I got a 19 on my Arcana.
Okay, so you pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, you are aware that there is a force that keeps things from being stolen. That's how Dave keeps his shit together. When you hand it over to Silas to steal, when Silas gets it, and if Silas still has the intention to steal, it gets sucked right back to the table.
Okay.
I wonder what would happen if we attempted to hit this man, if we would also be pushed to ground to keep from hurting this man.
But
I
why would
want
you
mystery
do
box.
such a thing, though?
I wouldn't. That is what my mystery box.
Okay, is everybody else finished buying before I resolve the mystery box?
If I can't steal the rapier, I'll pay for it.
Do we have to buy
Okay.
ammo?
So which rapier were you looking at? Because there's a couple.
Was there?
Fancy prickler.
Yeah, I think it was a fancy prickler.
All right. So that was 25 gold.
Yep.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it for me.
What about ammo for the bow I just bought? Does he
Yes,
sell
so
that?
Yes, he sells ammunition. He'll sell you 12 arrows for 10 gold.
I will take 12 arrows then.
I'm going to undo my hobo bundle and offer him my spear of pokey in the eye for 2 gold.
Your pokey thing.
Yes, my spear of pokey eye.
He will give you 1 gold for it.
Very good deal. I'll take the deal.
Why is my Discord not working here?
I'm going to look at the shopkeep and like puzzled and just be like, so you know those grow on trees, yes?
It's a very good tree. It's a very good tree.
All right, one
Well,
moment.
I mean,
will
it
be
is
right.
more of a shrub than a tree. I did see the tree that you broke it off of, and it was just a tree.
It was. I won bar fight with that tree.
I'd say
It's
more
a
of a
very
bush.
special tree. Same
Well,
tree
perhaps
makes
it's
chair.
special to you, but it's really just a tree.
Same tree that I used and make chair, take chair, hit the man who cheat, get the money. It's a very, very special tree. Money literally glow on tree.
You know, I
But
think
I
you might be right. I think there might have been something particularly blessed about that tree. Perhaps we should all go get eye pokey spears, and this could be an industry. You know, we could be coming up on something here.
Well, I
Money-
certainly
money
didn't see
grow on
anything
tree, my
interesting.
All right, I will be right back, guys.
Money literally grow on tree.
Well, I certainly did not see any.
Well,
Change accents.
since Dave has left the chat, perhaps this is a good time to loot and pillage.
Oh no, a stream has ended.
There
No.
Okay.
And it, uh,
So, anybody got objections to me burning down that house before we leave?
okay, so to resolve the 2 mystery box purchases, Doc, roll a d20 on the roll 20, please.
Okay, I rolled a 17 in person, but I'll roll on in the thing. Where's the dice?
In
To
the
the left.
left-hand side.
Gotcha. Rolled it.
Okay, 15. You win a bent stick that shimmers in the light. It is a weapon. Give me a alchemy check.
All right. 5.
All right, you have no idea what this stick does, but it looks really good.
Is there anybody in the party that knows magic that might tell me what it does if I ask nicely?
I got a 17.
For investigating the bent stick that shimmers in the light.
Yep.
Out of
You
curiosity,
know-
Edgar's doing it as well, and is also a. Is this investigation?
Okay.
You said?
This is an alchemy check.
Oh balls!
Okay,
Alchemy
so
was
I've
wisdom.
got
wasn't it?
+2 in that.
Oh, alchemy was intelligence. Oh, I got a 17 as well.
okay, so Versailles and Edgar, you guys both know that this bent stick, it does no damage, but when it's used, it moves the target back 10 feet.
I'm going to look at Doc and be like, oh, look, you got your hobo stick back.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That
75,
was terribly Astarian of you.
75 gold just for stick when I could just go get stick of 3 for 1 gold coin. This is a bad day for me.
Okay, Tim,
Yeah.
please, or,
Oh, shit. A 4.
oh.
Oh, is that bad? Because
You
that
get
sounded
to-
bad.
You get the stinky sock. It is classified as drunk, and it will make the target pass out.
I'm sorry, it's
All
classified
about.
as junk? Okay.
Oh, if you don't want it, I'll have it. It can be washed.
I will trade you stick for sock if you wipe out my debt.
I'm sorry, did you say wipe out your debt?
Debt. I know. You just basically the 4 gold I owe you it no longer exists, and you get a bent stick, and I get sock.
Well, it is frightfully smelly. Yes, I will take this deal. And
Okay, I'm gonna hand him the bent stick because I think there's a certain somebody with a dagger that pointed to my throat that might enjoy a good whiff of that sock.
And I never even touched the sock. Like, I open the box, the smell hits me in the face, and I instantly throw the handkerchief over my nose and mouth again. And I'm like, ugh!
So is this the sock of Nox?
Do you wish to smell it?
I do not wish to smell it. I wish to put a rock in the sock to make it more powerful.
You have the same
You
idea I did.
You can try.
No, I was just making a prison joke.
Ew.
I do have a rock in my
Hey.
pocket.
Is there any
just
more
pleased to see you.
purchases, any more purchases, and would you guys like to hear more about the testy?
I do, since I do have some money left, I should probably get some armor. So I've got 22 gold That will shite.
So 20 gold, you can get leather shirt, leather pants, boots, or you can get the cardboard cosplay armor.
The skill.
That's how much AC is the leather pants?
The pants is 3 AC. The shirt is 5 AC.
All right, I'll do the leather shirt.
You know, my friend, there is drunk passed out in the street. You could just take his pets for free.
Ugh, he's
You
probably
have to have the skill
pissed
to
in them
equip
by
that
now.
armor, though, right? Is that correct?
Yes, to equip the armor, you have to have the armor skill.
Oh shit, that's a good point. I am not going to buy that. I'm just going to hang on to my 20 gold. Thank you.
So the shirt, pants, and boots you can equip without the skill. That's just normal clothes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then I am going to buy it. Leather shirt.
I feel like I left that man with fancy had too many clothes left on his body. I should have took everything.
Yes, for these prices, it would seem so.
So Dave's gonna go. Is there anything else I can help you lot?
Yeah, I could probably use a little bit of armor. Maybe we can negotiate the price. So you mentioned that you need some balls.
Yes, I need some oysters, please.
Okay, and we're just supposed to go roam the countryside and gather these oysters.
I think they sound drunk as too.
Oh no! I know a farm where you can go get it. It's just a half day's travel outside of town. You go out there, preferably at night, and I can give you a little numbing stuff to make sure that you can get it while they're sleeping, and then you just come back. And I'll pay you handsomely per testy, or if you want to make a trade for some more mystery boxes, I'll do that too.
Well, I could certainly
So
understand the
let's-
oysters getting testy, but why do we have to grab them while they sleep?
Well, I
My
mean,
dear
you could
friend,
try to do them. You can try and do it while they're awake, but I'll tell you from experience, it's way easier to do it while they're sleeping.
But
My
it's
dear
an
friend, these
oyster.
are rooster fries. These are the balls of the bull. It is no actual oyster.
Yes,
Oh,
but
dear
we call them
gods.
oysters around here.
Dear gods, why?
You know how
It's a delicacy
you know
in this. It's a
you know how
delicacy
money
in this
grow
part
on
of town.
tree? You know how money grow on tree? Also, idiot grow on tree.
No, idiot fall from tree.
I'm just holding a
yeah.
handkerchief over my nose and mouth, and I'm like turning a little green.
But how did they get up tree to start with?
You get a little bit of vodka, a little bit of hot sauce. You find the idiot who fell out of the tree. You sell him cowball. He eats cowball. You laugh.
Behold, in tree.
All right, gentlemen, let's not get too high and mighty here. We've all handled balls. We just got out of prison. So, how much are we talking per pair here?
Oh,
I
that
never dropped
actually
the soap.
reminds me. Do any of us have like reputations from prison?
You served your time. Everybody sees you as a normal person. You don't have any really like criminal offenses because you served your time. Everybody believes that you serve your time, you do your time, you're let out, you're just a normal person again.
Oh, okay. So
Dang.
all those people I sold insurance to, they no longer exist.
Yes.
This will make it very good trip back to Russia.
We're trying to steal a dagger that was laid out on the counter.
Again, trying to steal a dagger, it just gets sucked right back to the table.
I'm going
There's
to
no
test-
trust with this guy.
I'm going to test theory. I'm going to go give him big bear hug, but friendly way, not try to actually hurt, just to see if I could lift him up off his feet with friendly hug.
Do you try to go behind the counter?
No. I just reach over counter and handshake and pull him in.
You reach out for a handshake and he looks at you, go, I don't do that. Sorry.
Okay, it's what I thought. Okay, very good.
He is a cautious and educated person.
No, if I was to say burn down house just by accident, like trip, fall, knock over lantern, and set house on fire, what would happen?
Well, the mayor will launch an investigation to see what had caused fire. Probably talk to other town folk, see who's been roaming around, and you know, we supply our military from the jail, so all we gotta do is send a horse out there, and we'll get all the support we need military wise.
Okay, very good, very good. Just very good understanding. Where do I go to lodge complaint of men who threatened my life?
What was that?
Where do I go to launch complaint for the man who tried to kill me with the dagger to my throat?
Ah, yes, you go to the mayor for that.
Would the mayor believe me over, say, gambling cheaty man?
Depends on which gambling cheaty man it is, because the mayor knows a lot of people in this town. Almost
It's the
everybody.
man's hat that you just bought.
I don't know who that was.
I saw you had a man who tried to kill me. I had to hit with chair. He attacked me out of nowhere. Very violent town this is.
I mean, you guys must not be from around here, so we try to stick together as town folk, and normally it's a very peaceful town.
All right, Dave. Let's cut to brass tacks here. You're a businessman.
Yes.
I'm a businessman. So let's talk about what you're going to pay for a set of balls here.
Yes. So every pair of oysters you bring me, I will give you 20 gold.
Oh, God.
These are a delicacy to the town and to me. So every pair is 20 gold.
It's
And
horrible.
how many pairs would you ideally like to have in the morning?
Oh, as many as you can harvest.
My friend. You just told me town stick together, and you're obviously telling me to go sneak over to someone else's place and steal the balls off the bulls. This seems very dangerous. That's with this town, no?
I'm telling you, man, these bulls, they're outside of the town's jurisdiction. They're in a farm. I told you a half day's travel to get there, and you won't have any problems.
I think we need more money and possibly another mystery box for this trouble.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So, I don't know how many bulls are out there. There's a bunch of bulls in the world. We're talking about a lot of balls. We've got transportation costs. We've got labor, time. There's going to be expenses in this. But let's say if we brought
My good friend, the
you,
Frenchman, will be throwing up the whole entire time. I got
yeah,
to
he's
clean
not
his
going to be any
shoes.
good. He's not going to be any use to us. So if we brought you, let's say 20 pairs, let's say 40 balls, fresh
Yes.
fresh balls,
But town
Yes.
drunk balls.
40 fresh balls in your hand. I
Yes.
think that's worth the gold and perhaps a mystery box each.
He kind of rubs his chin and goes, "You know what? This is agreeable." And
how much for town drunks balls?
As far as I remember, I think he was already castrated.
Oh, very, very sad. No wonder he town drunk. How about this? I get extra set of bull balls. You give them to the man, so he have extra balls.
He looks at you and goes, "Oh, that's very generous, but these oysters, they're a delicacy, so that's probably not going to happen."
Okay, maybe squirrel balls.
So he's gonna start talking about how he wants
as well. Maybe sell corn dogs, new delicacy.
No. He doesn't want the cock. He just wants the oysters.
Okay, I get you a pair of squirrel balls for town drunk. You throw an extra 5 gold for the squirrel balls.
He goes, "If you can catch a squirrel and cut off his knackers, then yeah, I'll give you 5 gold for him."
Okay, we agree. I reach out to shake his hand.
So he looks at you again and goes,
No
I
takes
don't
his
do that.
backsies.
So now he's going to explain the process of getting the oysters on how he thinks is the best way from his experience to go in at night. He provides another rapier for the party to use, and he has this syringe. He has because you were promising 20 pair, so he gives you 20 syringes. And Doc, I need you to give me a dexterity check.
18.
Oh, thank God for that.
18.
All right, let's see if
You
you're
didn't drop the wrong end.
okay. You get out of the way. So he shows you this needle, and he goes, "Yeah, see, we just you take this needle, you go right above the sac, and you inject it, and within a couple seconds, then it's numb, and then you can just cut away, and you can harvest the oysters without waking the bull."
I see you've met Yvonne with his powder druggy drugs. I see you met Yvonne, my chemical friend. He tried that once before at party.
Doc, you sound like a guy I'd like to party with, but right now, let's focus on getting these balls.
I'm
We'll get
gonna
the
be
balls.
faint.
We'll get squirrel balls for poor town drunk who has no balls. Maybe even squirrel cock. And then
If we're
we come back here, we get these stuff, and then I have to go talk to somebody in a purple house.
So
I love you. You love me.
So he looks at all of you and goes, "Okay, so we've got a deal. I'll pay you the gold for all of the oysters, and every one of you will get another mystery box on the house."
remind me again, how much gold was that per pair?
He was going to give you 20 gold
20.
per pair.
All right. Well, Dave, you sick son of a bitch. I think we got a deal.
All right.
I'm
So,
going to help a pukey guy off the floor for the puking.
So because I wasn't keeping track of gold, Doc, how much gold do you have left?
I have 1 gold left for pointy stick I sold you.
Okay. Edgar?
I have 55.
55. Eric?
5.
5 gold. Silas?
80.
You could have bought a mystery box.
Why buy a mystery box when I just need some balls?
Ursilis?
I have 2
Might be a
gold.
box full of balls.
Fingers crossed.
Say that again.
2 gold.
2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
But you have very good bent stick.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, is the party satisfied and goes outside?
Yes.
Would appear so, yes.
We
So
take
you
a
come
quick
out
break so I can
and
grab a
you
fresh
realize that it's getting pretty dark. Evening is definitely coming. You can go to the inn and rest, or you can adventure out, get some testes.
I'm gonna venture to the fridge real quick
No
and grab
sense
a
in
beer.
looking for
So I'll
balls
just
in the
follow
dark.
somebody.
Might as well go to the inn.
He said it's best to go sneaky in the dark.
Yeah, and when it comes to handling situations that might test our perseverance and our patience, I personally prefer to grab the opportunity firmly and immediately.
Look, you seem to be the one who's expert at handling the balls. Whatever you say goes for me, my friend. We go to this farm in daytime. Might find more stuff to borrow than just the cowballs.
True. But as
No,
Dave
no, no.
mentioned,
It's the cows don't have the balls. It's the balls. The cows have udders.
Yeah, we sell cow udder, we sell cow balls. It's all same to me.
well, as Dave mentioned, it might
Wait
become
till you get a firm grasp on either.
yeah, it might become more of a testing situation if we try to capture these mountain oysters in the day. So I would suggest that we go ahead and handle our balls business and get this done and over with.
Just don't put all your balls in one basket.
Agreed.
At night, the cows and the bulls would all be in the sheds, so at least we don't have to chase them around the meadows.
Maybe farmer has daughter.
Maybe he needs a doctor, Doc. This could be a entrepreneurial opportunity for you.
He may need veterinarian. He may need to pay some insurance. Very good idea. Let's go in the morning.
No, I think we should go now.
I'm for going now if we must.
Yes, if
That's okay.
we must harvest testicles, then let's just get it over with.
It's just okay, my friend. You can hold the bull by the head and pet the horns.
Dibs on not helping that guy.
Please. Anybody have cowboy?
No, I'm afraid not, old chap. This is gonna be a new one for me. So
We all just got out of prison. We know how it goes.
So once we take the balls, do we have to stitch them back up, or do we just leave them hanging?
He did not specify.
Well, I guess if you feel that bad, we could heal them.
He just wants the oysters. So
Yeah,
Maybe-
but surely the farmer will notice quicker if his bull's ball bag's hanging wide open than what he would do if we sewed it back up. It'd take him at least until the next evening.
I kind of
Yes,
worry
open
about the man who
coin
has
purse.
that many bull to begin with. Most time farmer have 1-2 bull only. He got 20 plus bull. This man might be crazy.
it's possible. It's possible. And I'm not gonna regale you with tales of how I know this, but in a previous life, I seem to recall that rather than sewing them back up, you simply wrap them with a rubber band.
I do not have rubber band. I have sock and Molotov cocktail. You want me to get the bull drunk?
No, but your hair's pretty long. We might be able to use that.
No.
I mean,
How about we find something that trick guy into thinking we got him bull ball, but it's not actually bull ball.
Yes, I like this plan. It sounds
I know.
cleaner.
I think he might figure it out from the taste.
If he's crazy enough to eat bull ball, we get money and run.
What do bull balls look like?
I'm guessing like normal man ball but bigger.
What do man balls look like?
I don't know. Do you not have man balls?
You have
I've
lady
seen
balls?
them. You don't.
Would you castrate them like town drunk?
It's
All
okay
right, we all
if
just
you
got out of
were.
prison.
It's
We know what
just
balls look like.
If the balls look like brains, maybe we can go find rabbits and smash their skulls open and take those and pretend.
You know what? Let's go to the guy at the stable and ask him what bull ball looks like. Maybe bull ball look like horse ball.
Actually, sounds like a half decent plan.
Let's just see how hard it is.
This is why I'm the doctor. This is why I'm the doctor.
Clearly, your education spans miles beyond any of ours.
Yes. I found money growing tree.
Oh,
And
apparently, also.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna go to the stable and ask the guy what bull balls look like, and if he actually just has some horse balls laying around for whenever he turns the stallion into geldings.
Oh, yes, I keep them in a cooler over here. Come.
Did we lose our
Maybe he likes
GM?
different kind of oyster.
So you make your way through town, passing the town hall and the church, and you make your way to the stable, where you meet the stableman again, and he sees you coming up, and he goes, "Ah, yes, welcome back. How was
Oof,
your
you still
time in the
haven't
town?"
bathed.
You got some characters in town.
Ah, yes, I do. Did you hear? Did you hear about the Testy Festy coming up? I am looking forward to enjoying some balls.
Yes, my friend. I was wanting to talk to you. We do not know what the bull ball look like. So can you describe the bull ball to my friend here?
Yes.
Excruciating
So,
detail.
so you're looking for a cow with horns. You know what cows with horns look like? Yes.
Of course, I know what a cow with horns looks like.
It's been a
So,
while,
in the,
it's been a while since we've seen one.
Horny cow. Okay.
so in the rear of the cow, underneath the asshole, is where the balls they hang. And did Dave tell you how to harvest them? Because it's very simple.
He gave us a general idea.
Yeah. So you take that the needle that he gave you, you stick it right above the testes in the sack, and it only takes a couple seconds, and that bowl is completely numb. Take your knife that he gave you. It cuts it clean open. You can harvest the testes, and they're just big, round, kind of like ovalish, and they're so juicy.
See, this is what I don't understand, my friend. One, you have all these horses here, and I know that the horse with the ball is very rambunctious, so you have to cut the horse ball off, my friend. Why not you
Yes,
give horse ball to him? Why not you give horse ball to him? He give you the money.
he can taste the difference between a horse ball and a bull ball,
Told you.
and he is very particular about these oysters that he gets.
I did not know men like to taste balls so much.
He loves them in
This
and around
guy,
his mouth.
it is a delicacy to him, and I tell you,
He been in
the
prison
testy
before.
festies,
Starting to sound like
not
he came
that I
from
know
D
of.
Block.
So my friend,
Not that I know of.
my friend, I ask you this: this place he is sending us to get the bull ball that is not of town, but he's sending us to steal ball from cow, a farmer, not of the town. Why is this so dangerous? Like there has to be a catch on why he not do it himself.
Well, see, he's busy, right, running his store. He likes getting business, so he always has to be open. But he just needs help. Sometimes he's asked me before. I was able to oblige, but now I have job as the stableman, so I can't really go out and adventure anymore. I have responsibilities.
Oh, did you take
Can I
an
tell
arrow
if
to
he's
the
lying
knee?
or not? Can I tell if he's lying to me or not?
Yeah, give me what would that be?
He could just be lazy.
Insight.
Did I
That'd be
do
a
that well?
He is telling the truth.
I'll tell you what, my friend. Do you mind if we're very poor, we're very broke, we just got out of prison. Do you mind if we borrow a horse to go get these bulls? And maybe sack to put balls in?
Yeah, something larger
He'll
than a
give
coin
you a sack.
purse.
Elves come in a
He will
sack,
give you
don't
a
they?
sack. It's just a burlap sack that you would normally see for any farm or anything.
Okay. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Yep. As far as horses, you had to pay to rent the horse, and he's doing $50 a head.
All right.
50 gold a head.
Okay. I think we're walking, gentlemen. But I think I plan to make getting the bull ball easier.
And then he will talk to you a little bit further, and he will go, did Dave tell you how to get there?
He did not.
Yes. So you'll go out the gate. You'll take a right, and you'll go this way. And I'm pinging everybody on the map where you need to go to get to the farm. You just continue in that direction. You'll run right into it.
Any objections, gentlemen, to following the yellow brick road to find the farm?
No, boys, I think we've got a date with destiny. It's time to grab opportunity by the balls, so to speak, and
Who is this Destiny, and does she have sister that is hot?
we're gonna find her in the field.
Should we perhaps, I don't know,
She's
weave
gonna have some
hair into
balls.
this sack so we don't get our ball sack confused with any of our other essential sacks? Maybe.
I'm going to take the sock of stinky and put it inside the sack. So we know it is definitely only the sack for the balls.
Oh, the balls are gonna smell like shit now.
The ball sacks, yes. The ball sack will smell
Yeah.
very,
Holy
very
shit holes.
That might
Making-
not be the best way to transport edible goods, but I know several of you spent all of your gold and have some empty pouches, so perhaps it's time to fill those empty bags with balls.
Oh
My
no.
plan is to take the bag with the sock and stick it over Cal's head, make Cal go unconscious, and then take bag off head, and then take off balls.
My
But
coin
if you
purse is
have-
not for
if-
your coins.
It's not just my coin there, John. It's all of our coin. So let's get some teamwork going here.
Whoa, we're sharing now?
Well,
I am
we're all gonna.
Are we sharing coin?
No. We're talking about the empty pouches. We're gonna share what we make from the balls.
How about we
we're-
also? What if we take a couple cows to, I don't know, sell extra?
Sure, yeah, there may be an opportunity for that. Although it
Okay.
does seem like a small town, and it seems like if a couple cows went missing, everyone would know where they came from. But we can work that out at the
Okay.
end. So
I'm going
those,
to take stinky sock and put stinky sock in my coin purse, and then put the burlap sack over my shoulder, and we go.
perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Yes.